The Reverend Ron Nakasone is with us, Professor Nakasone from Graduate Theological Union, our special guest, the Venerable Tepo Tuku Rinpoche. Share with us some more about this particular school of Buddhism. Help us, please.
Well, as you know, Buddhism has a very long history, and we have, but today, at the present time, primarily we have two major traditions. One, of course, is the Theravada sect, and the other is the Mahayana. The Theravada is known as translated as the movement of the elders, and Mahayana is the great vehicle. Maha means great, Yana means vehicle, and Tibetan Buddhism is another manifestation of Mahayana Buddhism. And in all Buddhist schools, even in the Theravada schools, we have two primary missions. One is to acquire wisdom from oneself, and once acquiring wisdom, one is to share this. This is called compassion. So wisdom and compassion. But another great virtue is what we call upaya, is how we use wisdom in the process of implementing compassion. And one of these manifestations of compassion is to be able to share one's compassion through multiple generations, multiple lifetimes. And this is where in Tibet they have fully developed what they call a tulkul system of reincarnation of one life to another to share one's great wisdom. And we'll talk more about that later, but Rinpoche, can you say something about the tulkul system in Tibet? Yes.
Yes, tulkul system actually start in Tibet is like a year 11,000.
11.
Right, and it is became a very significant of the Tibetan Buddhist practice because tulku's responsibilities became a very serious matter for the preservation of the monastic very seriously, and the leadership by the tulkus became the monastic into the power for the involvement of the community and the community, how it connected. So basically the tulku and the monastery and the lay people's community all simply connected by the leadership, the direction of the wisdom of the tulkus directions. And that what I mean is because Tibetan Buddhism, like your professor, you say about Tibetan Buddhism is mainly Mahayana practice, and we are very fully dedicated for the benefit for all sentient being, not only yourself, and also any aspect, not only for the monastic culture, even the lay people culture. When we drink some tea or something, first we go like this. This means this is the method, and we call this is a method. So this we call wisdom. So we thought all wisdom and method has to be inseparable to generate your any aspect. So that's the very purely compassion and wisdom, and that's what we call. We use that for the lay people, even that from little boy, kids we start that. And generally speaking, on our practice, we do always compassion, love, and bodhicitta is inseparable to practice generating. So this is the way how we're starting from the little kids.
So it's not only enough to be smart, you have to know how to use your wisdom.
Yes, that's
so
true.
Book learning is not enough.
No. Your series is for the human kindness.
Yes.
That is one of the most important to generate.
Now, so the tulkul system, of course, we know that the Dalai Lama is the 14th Dalai Lama, and so he's part of this reincarnation, and the Dalai Lama is a reincarnation or personification of Avalokitesvara.
Right.
And so that's why when we go to a Tibetan shrine, we see the image of the Dalai Lama, not because he represents this wisdom and compassion used skillfully.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what his own Dalai Lama, Tibetan called Chenresik. Chenresik means as compassion Buddha. Manifested of the compassion Buddha, and that's what we respect him as a compassionate Buddha.
Compassionate Buddha.
Yes, and our main, generally Tibetan is all, like I said before, any aspect of family life or monastic life have to start by the kindness. Kindness is you start from since your first born baby, the first word going to be kindness.
Kindness.
This is even the baby was in your womb, and they're always for this 9 months. Tibetan usually we count the baby age from the before born.
Yeah,
you already
conceived.
Conceived is already here. So we have developing there, or we do see a lot of the rituals, a lot of the also prayer and rituals with the little boy. So I think that when the little baby come out, even the baby already have a familiar
compassion.
Very familiar.
Yes.
So this is very atmosphere, mental development is very important than high academic reading and pass your degree. And this is not important for Tibetan. Usually, generally, Tibetan is very into the down to the earth for the level of the very beginning of your life.
So in Tibet, it's a really Buddhist culture.
Yes.
And the Tulku or the Rinpoche is just one aspect of
one
it.
aspect.
One aspect. Very important, but only one aspect.
Right. It's very important. We have to have some kind of we have holding.
Yes.
Need one principle who can lead and who have a very responsibility, something that all nothing go in a corrupted and be in to hold that pure lineage. That's what the Rinpoche all have a different schools lineage. They hold that properly and make sure that will go in right directions.
Well, in the right direction here is we're going to need to take a break, and when we come back, Tepo is going to share with us something about his life, and we thank Professor Ron Nakasone for his insight and commentary. Hang on, we'll be right back.
Okay. So